Gurudev, by a drop of your mercy, make this servant of yours more humble than a blade of grass. Give me strength to bear all trials and troubles, and free me from all desires for personal honor. O Lord and Master, invest me with the power to properly honor all living beings. Only then will I sing the holy name in great ecstasy, and will all my offenses cease. O Lord and Master, when will these devotees be blessed by obtaining your mercy? I am low, fallen, and devoid of all strength and intelligence. Please make me your beloved servant. When I examine myself, I find nothing of value. Your mercy is therefore essential to me. If you are not merciful, I will constantly weep, and I will not maintain my life any longer. Jai Gurudev.
Ohe Vaishnava Thakur Dayara Sagar Das Karuna Kare. Yep. Ohe Vaishnava Thakur Dayara Sagara Edase Karuna Kari. Ohe Vaishnava Thakur Dayara Sagara Diya Pada Chaya Sodaya Amare Diya Pada Chaya Diya Pada Chaya Sodaya Amare Diya Pada Chaya Tumara Charana Dhari Tumara तुम्हारा चरण धरी तुम्हारा चरण धरी तुम्हारा चरण धरी तुम्हारा चरण छया बेगदमी छया दोष सोधी छया गुण देह दासे छया बेगदमी छया सतसंग देह है हमारे छया सतसंग छया सतसंग देह है हमारे बसे सी संगेर आसे बसे सी संगेर बसे सी संगेर आसे बसे सी संगेर आसे बसे सी संगेर एकाकी आमार नहीं पाए बोल हरि नाम संकीर्तने एकाकी आमार एकाकी आमार পায় বল হরি নাম সংকীর্তনে একাকে আমার তুমি কৃপা করে শ্রদ্ধা বিন্দু দিয়া তুমি কৃপা করে তুমি কৃপা করে শ্রদ্ধা বিন্দু দিয়া তুমি কৃপা করে শ্রদ্ধা বিন্দু দিয়া দেহ কৃষ্ণ নাম ধনে দেহ কৃষ্ণ নাম দেহ কৃষ্ণ নাম ধনে দেহ কৃষ্ণ নাম ধনে দেহ কৃষ্ণ নাম কৃষ্ণ সে তোমার কৃষ্ণ দিতে পারো তোমার শক্তি আছে কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ সে তোমার কৃষ্ণ দিতে পার তোমার শক্তি আছে কৃষ্ণ সে আমি তো কঙ্গাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি আমি তো কঙ্গাল গুরুদেব আমি তো কঙ্গাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি আমি তো কঙ্গাল ধাই তব পাছে 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 ধাই তব পাছে পাছে ধাই তব পাছে পাছে Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Jai Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jaya Sila Gurudev. Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav Thakur, Jaya Vaishnav. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
महाराज की जय, श्रील भगवत्पाद की जय।
चरण रेणु या शुद्ध भक्त चरण रेणु नयानुकूला शोधा हर्षोधा भकता चरण रेणु भजनयानु कूला शुद्धा भकता चरण रेणु भजनयानु कूला भजनयानु कूला आर भकत सेवा परमा सिद्धि प्रेमलती करमुना भकत सेवा आर माधव तिथि भक्ति जननी जतने पालन कोरी माधव तिथि भक्ति जननी जतने पालन कोरी हरे कृष्ण बसती बसती बोली परमाया दारे बोरी कृष्ण बसती बसती बोली हर गौरमार जे सब स्थाने करल ब्राह्मण रंगे गौरमार जे सब स्थाने करल ब्राह्मण रंगे आर से सब स्थाना हेरी बयामी प्रणयी भक्त संगे हर मृदंग वाद्य सुनीते अवसर सदा जाछे मृदंग वाद्य सुनीते मन अवसर सदा जाछे आर गौर विहित कीर्तन सुनी आनंद हृदय नाचे गौर विहित कीर्तन सुनी आनंद हृदय जुगल मूर्ति देखिया मोर परमयानंद होया जुगल आर प्रसाद सेवा करीते है सकल प्रपंच जा प्रसाद सेवा जे दिन गृहे भजन देखी गृह ते गोलोक भया और चरण सिंधु देखिया गंगा सुख न सीमा पार चरण सिंधु तुलसी देखी जुड़ाए प्राण माधव तोषणी जानी तुलसी जुड़ाया प्राण माधव तोषणी गौर प्रिया शाक सेवने जीवन सार्थक मानी और भक्ति विनोदा कृष्ण भजने अनुकूल पाय जा अनुकूल पाय प्रति दिवसे परमा सुखे स्वीकार करो ये ताहा अशुद्ध भक्त चरण रेणु भजनयानुकूला भजनयानुकूला अरभकत सेवा परम सिद्धि प्रेमलती करमूला Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. जय माधव तिथि जय एकादशी माधव तिथि जय एकादशी जय माधव तिथि जय एकादशी जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा जय गुरुदेवा जय भगवत पदा जय भगवत पदा भगवत पदा जय भगवत पदा निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे भगवत पाद की श्रील प्रभुपाद की राधा माधव जी की
The dust of the lotus feet of pure devotees, enthusiastic devotional service, and service to the pure devotees of the highest order are the roots of creeper of devotion. Second, the holy days like Ekadashi and Janmashtami are mother of devotion of those devotees who respect them. Let the holy places of Krishna's pastimes be my places of worship, and bless me. Verse 3rd, may I always visit all the holy places associated with the Leela of the Lord Chaitanya and his devotees. Number 4, when I hear the sound of the mridanga in my heart, I always desire to join in kirtan. And when I hear the bona fide songs describing Lord Chaitanya's pastime, my heart dances in ecstasy. 5. Whenever I see the transcendental Shri Vigraha of Radha and Krishna, I am bliss. For taking their lordship prasada, we can conquer over the material elements. 6. One day, while performing devotional service, I saw my house transformed into Goloka Vrindavan. When I take the Charnamrit of the deity, I see holy Ganga water that comes from the feet of Lord Vishnu, and my bliss knows no bounds. 7. By seeing the Tulsi tree, my heart feels joy, and Lord Madhava Krishna is also satisfied. When I eat the prasada favored by the Lord Chaitanya, it is new life's experience. Lord Chaitanya was very fond of green vegetables, preparation called sak. And there is another song in this book that tells of amazing effects of this type of prasada. 8. Bhaktivinoda conclude by saying, whoever attains the stage of enthusiasm for these devotional practices will be supremely blissful wherever he may be.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar, Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar, Nitai Gaur Sundar, Jaya Nitai Gaur Sundar, Nitai. Jai Jagannatha, Jai Jagannatha, Baladeva, Jai Subhadra, Jagan. Jaya Radha Madhava, Radha Madhava Radhe. Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha, Madan Mohan Radhe. Jai Sita Ram, Lakshman Hanuman, Sita Ram, Jai Lakshman Hanuman, Sita. Jai Gauranitai, 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 Jai Gauranitai. Jaya Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jai Jai. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Jai Gurudev. Jai Bhagavad Pada, Jai Bhagavad Pada, Bhagavad Pada, Jai Bhagavad Pada. और कृपा करो मोरे दया करो, कृपा करो मोरे दया करो, कृपा करो मोरे दया करो. जय जय गुरुदेव, 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 जय गुरुदेव, गुरुदेव. बोलो निताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल अनिताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल भगवत पाद की श्री प्रभुपाद की राधा माधव जी की राधा मदन मोहन जी की निताय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, welcome all Vaishnava and Vaishnavi on this most auspicious day, celebrations of Vyas Puja, 78th Vyas Puja of our Gurudev. Haribol. So we are, I guess, maybe half an hour behind the schedule, but hopefully it will be finished. Vyas Puja is the most important day in disciples' life. Because by glorifying the Gurudev, your heart gets cleansed. Gurudev says many times that our heart is black like a coal and hard like a rock. So by expressing our gratitude for what he has done to us, our heart can be cleansed. And of course, we can do every day, but at least once in a year, we have the opportunity to do that. Guru Maharaj has been so kind. He was here up until just a few days ago, and he has been very, very merciful to us. And I will probably say a couple of examples of his mercies and other things later on. So not taking much time, we should start the offering. Hare Krishna.
Guru Maharaj said, take obeisances first Prabhupada and then me. Hare Krishna. Gopal Krishna Goswami Prabhupada Saidna Prakashi Vedasa Prachadana Bhagavad Namo Vishnupada Krishna Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Niri Vishesha Shunnoti Pachata Deshatharine Om Agyanti Vranda Sugnananya Shalakya Chakshuro Unmilitam En Tasme Shri Gurave Namah. हरे कृष्णा मैं तो हिंदी में बोल रहा हूँ कल इसी टाइम में सोचा कि जो इतना हो सके उतना डाइट हिंदी में बोलो और डाइट कुछ तैयारी किया नहीं ऐसा है चल गुरु महाराज की प्रभुपाद सब क्रेडिट में देता हूँ प्रभुपाद जी को फिर गुरु महाराज हमारे है ही तो आज हम लोग सब भक्तगण हमारे परम पूज्य गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज का व्यास पूजा दिन मना रहे बहुत बड़े खुशी के दिन है मुझे याद है एक दफ़े गुरु महाराज बोले थे बॉम्बे में मना रहे थे व्यास पूजा कि मुझे ऐसा नहीं कि सब भक्तगण और शिष्य मेरे शिष्य है मेरे वाह ग्लोरीफाई करे समझा ना तो गुरु महाराज बता रहे गुरु का महत्व क्या है ये उनको समझना चाहिए एक दफ़े बड़ौदा में आए थे गुरु महाराज, तब मुझे बताया, देखो एक भागवत नाम का जो तितिक्षव कारुण्य श्लोक है, वो मुझे उसके ऊपर भाषण देना है, लेक्चर देना है। कारण भक्तों को पहला, शिष्यों को साधु के लक्षण मालूम होना चाहिए। तो तब से मैं वो गुरु महाराज की कृपा से वो श्लोक तब से याद है। तितिक्षव कारुणिका सुहृदम सर्वदेहिनाम अजात शत्रु शांता साधव साधुभूषण, इसलिए मैं वो श्लोक मेंशन कर रहा हूँ। ये जो है आपको पता ही है, कपिल देव जी अपने माँ करदम मुनि को, सॉरी देवहूति माता को ये बता रहे, साधु के आभूषण, ये आभूषण है, हाँ अलंकार, इसे बहुत महत्व के बड़े गुण हैं, 6 गुण तितिक्षव होते हैं। तितिक्षव कारुण्य, करुणामय होते, और सब जीव मात्र के, नॉट ओनली मनुष्य के, जीव मात्र, सब जीव मात्र के क्या होते, हितैषी होते, आजाद, उनका कोई अजात शत्रु, उनका कोई शत्रु होता नहीं, शांत होता, और शास्त्र के अनुसार जो कार्य करते, ये साधु के लक्षण बताए। एक दफे वो सुबल महाराज है मायापुर से, वो बोले थे यार हम लोग साधु नहीं हैं, समझे ना, हम लोग साधु नहीं है। कारण आप देख सकते हैं, हम उसको एनालाइज कर सकते हैं, हम ये 6 गुण आभूषण बताए कपिल देव जी, हम हैं इसमें, कितना हम इसमें है और कितना पालन करते हैं। तो ये इसलिए में बताया, तो हमारे गुरु महाराज में ये 6 के 6 गुण दिखाई देते हैं, राइट। एक प्रभुपाद जी का समय के देखो पिक्चर, गुरु महाराज के साथ, गुरु महाराज ऐसे हाथ जोड़ के प्रभुपाद जो है कर रहे हैं ना, गुरु भक्तों के संग में बैठे हैं, तो गुरु महाराज का देखो, उनका नम्रता, उनका एक्शन देखिए, देखते हैं आप, देखा होगा कितना नम्र है। बताइए उनका पूर्व जन्म का सब सॉलिड बैकग्राउंड होगा, अब फिर इस जन्म में जल प्रभुपाद जी के संग में आए, तो हम देखते, तो प्रभुपाद की कृपा से प्रभुपाद गुरु महाराज ने, गोपाल कृष्ण महाराज गुरु महाराज ने जो प्रभुपाद जी की संस्था के लिए इतना अपना जीवन अर्पण किया, हम देखते हैं कि अपना कोई, उनका कोई प्रकार का स्वार्थ नहीं, और हमें देखा उनका अपना जीवन ऐसा रखते हैं, कोई प्रकार का दाग नहीं, राइट। तो देखो ऐसा है, उनके अपना जीवन के बारे में वो स्वार्थ भी नहीं है, और कोई दाग नहीं होना चाहिए। कारण एक भक्तों को बोले, देखिए मेरा जीवन देखो, आप दूसरों का देखते हैं, मेरा जीवन चरित्र देखो। तो जब भी आपको पता है, जब गुरु महाराज, उनका स्वास्थ्य जब अच्छा था, जब उसी समय पूरे दुनिया के अंदर जा के प्रचार करना, अपने शिष्यों को अपना संग देना। अमेरिका में पहले हर साल 2 दफ़े आते थे, फिर अभी एटलीस्ट 1 दफ़े आते। इतना स्वास्थ्य अच्छा नहीं होता है, फिर भी देखो आप देखते हैं ना, और मंगल आते में खड़े होते, इतना स्वास्थ्य अच्छा नहीं है, खड़ा होने की तकलीफ है, तो उनका ये पवित्रता है। प्रभुपाद ने बताया ना, प्योरिटी इज अ फोर्स, पवित्रता ये बल है। तो गुरु महाराज, हमारे गुरु महाराज का जीवन चरित्र देख सकते हो। गुरु महाराज हमारे प्रभुपाद जी के बारे में बोले थे, प्रभुपाद जी हार्ड वर्किंग, डेडिकेशन और प्योरिटी, तो ये भी जो गुण है हमारे गुरु महाराज में दिखाई देते हैं। इतना स्वास्थ्य अच्छा नहीं होने के बाद भी, अभी देखो 3 साल पहले, मतलब कोविड के पहले आए थे, अभी कोविड के बाद आए, फिर भी आए, वो हमारा भाग्य है, हाँ। तो हम लोग इतना अपराध करते रहते गुरु महाराज के चरण कमल में, फिर भी गुरु महाराज इतना दयालु है, उनका दया का हम कल्पना नहीं कर सकते। फिर वो अपराध माफ़ करते रहते। हमने भी बहुत उनके चरण कमल में अपराध किया है, और उनकी असीम, फिर भी उनकी असीम कृपा बनी रही। गुरु महाराज का इंस्ट्रक्शन है, जब भगवान की कृपा कैसे मिलेगी? कोई कृपा चाहते, भगवान कृपा चाहते, मगर हम भगवान के जो आज्ञा का पालन करते नहीं। तो गुरु महाराज बोलते हैं भगवान ने जो उपदेश दिया है उनका पालन करना। एक दफे बम्बई में उनके में रूम में था, और वहाँ यशोमदन प्रभु भी थे, और दो माता जी उधर आए गुरु महाराज के दर्शन के लिए। माता जी बोली, दोनों माता जी बोली, गुरु महाराज आशीर्वाद दीजिए, आशीर्वाद दीजिए। गुरु महाराज क्या बोले? उसकी कीमत चुकानी पड़ती है। ओके, उसकी कीमत चुकानी पड़ती है। तो तुरंत माता जी क्या बोला, क्या होगा, उतना अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं। तो तुरंत दोनों माता जी वो पर्स निकाला और पैसा देने लगे। अरे वहाँ यशोमंद्र प्रभु थे, उनके हाथ में माला थी, माला दिखाए, हरि नाम करना चाहिए, हरि नाम। तो गुरु महाराज भी बोले हरि नाम होना चाहिए। तो देखो, तो गुरु महाराज तो पता है, गुरु महाराज पर बहुत दयालु है। बार बार हम लोग अपराध करते हैं उनके चरण कमल में, वो उनका ये उसकी परवाह नहीं करते ना। हम लोग को यहाँ के एसोसिएशन देते, और इतना परम भाग्य है, इसी तरह बहुत एसोसिएशन दिया राइट, ऑलमोस्ट 15 दिन। तो गुरु महाराज की जय। ये तो होलीनेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी चलो भगवत महाराज की जय। जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। हरे हरे।
Hare Krishna, one request, because of the time constraint, devotees requesting 2 to 3 minutes offering will be nice itself. Thank you.
Dear Srila Gurudev Maharaj, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pasaya Bhutale Srimate Gopal Krishna Namne Prabhupada Sahityam Ya Prakash Vidyacha Pracharam Kartavan Sadhu Bhagavadayate Namaha. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept our most humble obeisances at the dust of your lotus feet. Your Vyas Puja celebration is the most auspicious day of all of us, for all of us, before our Dandava Pranam to our beloved Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Gopal Goswami Maharaj, and pray to their Lordship Sri Sri Radha Madhav, Sri Sita, Sri Sri Jagannath, Baldev Subhadra, and Sri Sri Gaurasundar Bhagwan, the presiding deities here in New Gram, Baltimore, to continue to bless our Guru Maharaj in spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. Dear Guru Maharaj, your Vyas Puja is the most important celebration and most important festival of the holy year for us. Just like footprints of different animals could be assimilated in elephant footprint, similarly, your Vyas Puja celebration incorporates all festival celebration of the year. With your blessings and guidance, Padma Devi Dasi and I have achieved a little success in spreading Krishna consciousness in our ancestral village. There is a Radha Krishna temple where regular morning and evening programs are held, and major festivals like Janmashtami are celebrated very enthusiastically, where whole village comes together to participate in the celebrations. We thank you for your blessings and guidance, and encourage us to continuation of the preaching program, as ISKCON is also emphasizing spreading Krishna consciousness in rural areas of India. With your blessings, we are able to convince many families to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra on beads and read Prabhupada books. These days, Laddu Gopal deities are being installed in many homes, and foodstuffs are being offered to the deities. Krishna Kirtan program on the occasion of celebrations like birthdays and anniversaries are very popular in the village. Now the Radha Krishna temple is becoming very popular in the surrounding villages also. Your lotus feet have graced our home for many years, but for the last 3 years, because of the pandemic, you are unable to visit us. However, you have very best interest at your heart for all of your disciples. We regularly see you in our home through the medium of technology. We are very grateful to your association and your instructions that you have readily given to all of us. Thank you for giving us the shelter of the boat of your lotus feet and navigating us towards Lord Krishna. Today I am meditating on your efforts, that how you have dedicated yourself in the service of Srila Prabhupada in spreading Krishna consciousness in India and many other countries. Srila Prabhupada has expressed the desires to you in this regard, and you have fulfilled his desires in spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. A few years ago, we visited Kurukshetra, where you are building first Krishna Arjun temple in the world, which is going to be one of the most important tourist spots, where thousands of people will be visiting every day. Srila Prabhupada must be very pleased to see his beloved disciple working tirelessly in spreading Krishna consciousness. Guru Maharaj, you have been very kind to my family, and you have blessed us with all your heart for our spiritual advancement. I am very indebted to you because you have taken the burden of saving us from Mrityu Sansar Sagrat. We offer restful obeisances unto our spiritual master, the deliverer of the fallen souls, whose mercy turns the dumb into eloquent speakers and enables the lame to cross mountains. Begging to serve you eternally, Purushottam Das, Padma Devi Dasi, New Clean Gram, Baltimore, USA.
Jai Prabhupada, Jai Gurudev. This was written on Nirjala Ekadashi, June 10, 22. Dear Most Gurudev, I beg to offer my humble obeisances at your divine lotus feet on your most auspicious 78th appearance day. As I am making an humble attempt to glorify your holiness, got very excited to find out that you will be coming soon to USA, and very importantly, got your angiogram done with good results and success. Want to pray and thanks to Lord Nrsimhadev again and again for blessing our beloved spiritual master and eternal Father. What can I say or write about your exalted personality and world's topmost Vaishnava? I have no ability or qualifications to glorify my eternal Father, who has blessed me and has picked up this most fallen soul from the dark ocean of nuisance. Who can understand Mahaprabhu's divine missions and plans? First, he empowers Srila Prabhupada to come to West and then blesses you by bringing close to the Prabhupada from the very first meeting on June 1st, 1968 in Montreal, 54 years ago. You took the Prabhupada's instructions to your heart and since then has worked day and nights non-stop, spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world, printing and distributing the books written by Srila Prabhupada in every corner of the planet Earth. You have helped open many centers and temples everywhere to include the major projects of Bombay, Vrindavan, and Delhi, where there are more than 15 temples flourishing. For the past several years, you are working very hard to finish your dream project of Kurukshetra, where Gita was spoken by Lord Sri Krishna more than 5,000 years ago. Your advancing age and some health issue have not slowed you down a bit to pushing forward ISKCON and the preaching work. Prabhupada has given us many dedicated and exalted leaders in ISKCON, but there is no one can come close to your divine grace. You hardly sleep even 4 hours on a given day. Your day starts with performing Mangala Arti regardless of place, your own sadhana and personal deity worship and care. Conducting and giving Bhagavatam class, addressing and solving management problems issue worldwide, and guiding temples, managers all over. You travel all over on continuous basis, and COVID has not stopped you or made you slow down. Your dedication to Prabhupada and ISKCON is so deep and vast. Me and my many God brothers and God sisters are so fortunate having you as our spiritual master and guide. We cannot imagine what would be my fate without your divine shelter. In spite of your causeless mercy since 1982 on me and my extended family, have done nothing for you or for your missions of preaching. On your divine Vyas Puja day, I pray to Lord Nrsimhadev for your health and long life, and bless me to remember your lotus feet, your most fallen disciples, Shyam Krishna Das and Jayanti Devi Dasi. I just want to say something about he has so many qualities. But I heard the Vyas Puja offering other day about Srila Prabhupada. And there was a story in Los Angeles. He was sick, and devotee requested him not to cancel the Bhagavatam class. And what I heard, that Prabhupada said that, no, I have to give a Bhagavatam class because that is my duty, and if I don't do it, then you will not do it. And we have seen Guru Maharaj in this trip. Even though he was sick, we were requesting him to have only one class a day. He still did it 2 classes many times. And that is a mercy. And that is a mercy. That is a mercy. Jai Gurudev, Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Srila Bhagavad Ki. After hearing such wonderful offerings by my senior God brothers, what I wrote seems so insignificant. With the Priya Prabhu is Vidur Das as the first batch of disciples of Guru Maharaj. And so we look up to him for guidance. Your offering was so beautiful. I don't know. It inspires me to come up with something enlightening. But being in my personal position, I'll just read what I had written to Guru Maharaj as my offering. And this was on June 15th that I had written it and sent it in. Param Puja Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna, we offer our humble obeisances at your lotus feet. This is from both Shruti Priya and I. So if I say we, I'm not saying I am we. So we offer humble obeisances at your lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. On this most auspicious day of your Vyas Puja, it is with great joy and humility we offer our gratitude to you and try our very best to glorify you. Although you don't need any glorification and we are unqualified for the task, as such, this is merely a humble offering of our deepest gratitude to our beloved Gurudev. In Vaishnavism, a Bhagavat is a personal worship of a Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. And Bhagavad Pad is the title used for addressing a great Vaishnava teacher. His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, very appropriately conferred upon you this title of Bhagavad Pad due to your compassion for the suffering humanity. As an ardent disciple of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, you display utmost faith in Guru and follow his instructions with enthusiasm, energy, and determination, unfailingly. You exhibit your devotion for Srila Prabhupada with your service, japa meditation, building of magnificent Sri Radha Krishna temples, and Srila Prabhupada's book publishing and distribution by the millions every year. And now Guru Maharaj blessed this temple. This temple came up so fast. He blessed the Potomac temple. Now you see that coming out. Since 1971, there have been efforts. And now he came to Ashburn due to the wonderful service being displayed by the Ashburn devotees. He blessed them as well. So we'll see what happens. So you teach us, you guide us, you help us with utmost care and patience. You're always accessible to your beloved disciples and spend maximum time preaching and guiding into the late hours. Yet you're always at Mangalarti worshiping the deities. May your teachings always guide us and lift us to follow in your footsteps and live up to your lofty standards that many wish but none can sustain. You are our sole guide and true well-wisher. We wish you a long and healthy life, fully engaged in service of Sri Radha Krishna. We offer our prostrated pranams at your dust of lotus feet, your humble servants, Madhu Das and Shruti Priya Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna. Srila Bhagavad Pad Ki Jai.
Okay, Advaita Acharya Prabhu is next.
Hare Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Vitalakshmi Gopal Krishna Goswami Name. Prabhupada Sahitya Na Prakash Vipriya Charan Tikam Sastra Bhagavad Pada Sri. My dear Srila Prabhupada, please accept my humble pranam at your lotus feet. All glory to Srila Prabhupada, all glory to Sri Radha Madhava and Radharani Vrindavan. Today, on this auspicious day of Anuga Ekadasi, we are celebrating your most glorious appearance on this planet. Again, I feel incapable to describe your transcendental qualities and activities. You are a bona fide representative of your Vyas and hence entitled to receive Vyas Puja every year. Srila Prabhupada established this ISKCON to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, and it is growing every day. He declared that ISKCON is his body, and those who love him should protect ISKCON at any cost. Being a sincere disciple of Srila Prabhupada and pure devotee of Krishna, you follow all his instructions very seriously. For the last 50 plus years, the goal of your life is how to please Srila Prabhupada and Lord Krishna. Dear Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada appointed you as GBC member in 1974, and since then you have been continuously serving ISKCON. You are the trustee of many ISKCON property and temples, including our local temple ISKCON of DC. You have been trustee and chairman of DBT, the large publishers of Srila Prabhupada's book. In ISKCON, among your Lord brothers and sisters, you are very highly respected for your purity, compassion, humility, wisdom, and leadership. Since you joined Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON, you have utilized every moment of your life in spreading Krishna consciousness. Your method of preaching is very simple and clear. You repeat the same message that you received from your Guru Maharaj, without any deviation and adulteration. Srila Prabhupada's book distribution program is something that is very dear to you. Your Pranandra, Prabhupada's Sahitya Naya Prakash Vipriya Pracharam Uttam Sadhu Bhagavad Pada Pranam. It signifies your unity. Under your leadership and guidance, thousands of books are distributed every year. You inspire many devotees all over the world. You emphasize not only to distribute books, but to read every day as Prabhupada has poured his heart and soul into writing these books. You have always told us that there is no need to read any other books, just read Prabhupada's books. He has given us everything that we need. Read every day. Your personal sadhana bhakti is on the highest platform. Your attentive chanting, attending Mangalarti, reading Srila Prabhupada's books, personal deity worship, japa walk for at least 1 hour. All these activities are exemplary in ISKCON. Lately, your health is not very cooperative, and still you are pushing your preaching activities as before. When we advise you to take rest for good health, you always try can take any example, please then. Today, the love and dedication for Sri Gopal is incomparable. On this auspicious day, I pray their mercy that I can develop a fraction of that love towards always please put me for your faces.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Bhutale Samani Gopal Krishna Goswami Prabhupada Sahityam Yaha Prakasasya Vitracha Pracharan Kartavana Sadhu Bhagavad Padaya Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Bhutale Samani Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gaurvani Pachari Nirviseswanyavadi Pasha Siddhata Srila Gurudev. First thing I have to say that I'm sorry this year I did not even send my Vyas Puja day, Vyas Puja offering. But I would say on behalf of our family members and their friends and all other relatives, we offer you very happy, long Vyas Puja offering for you. I think all my God brothers spoke very eloquently as well as emotionally charged. I don't have much to say, but one thing I say, he's been very merciful to all our family members. I hope we we provide service to the Guru Maharaj so he is pleased, And I think this year, we went to Delhi, and he was so kind, merciful. I think we were there almost 5, 6, 7 days. And every day he was thinking about us, how to engage us in a service. Also, he gave us time, instructions. Say, every day in the morning we used to have very quality time with him, And then we went to Vrindavan as well as Bombay. He instructed us to go to different temples. And I can see how much he was caring and loving his disciples. And I think, personally, I think I'm very happy and grateful that he has given me enough mercy so I can perform whatever services he has given whenever he has needed something. And so same thing goes with all our family members. And let's all work together and give the same loving service to our Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna and all devotees and all God brothers. Thank you.
Dearest Guru Maharaj, there is no end to your mercy. It comes in leaps and bounds and is available widespread, but devotees don't take it. The only thing to get mercy is enthusiasm to serve you, not just when you are here physically, but when you're not. An intense meditation on your auras. If you can do that, then the doors of mercy are flung open and we can get Krishna Prem in this life. You give this mercy not only to your disciples, but anyone who is desired to serve you. To the extent you are that merciful that you allow them to wash your lotus feet also. Guru Maharaj, this visit was so fulfilling to all of us, or to most of us who took advantage of that. Not just meeting you personally, but mostly in serving disciples who came from all over the country. It was a dream come true. As we know, your mood is to serve everyone sincerely and with dedication. In the process of serving, we develop new relationships and closer friendship. And I know that how much you want that your disciples should develop more closeness, more love for each other, and stop criticism. Guru Maharaj, you said one time that if your disciple cannot attend your Vyas Puja, then what kind of disciple are there? Initially, I felt strange, as many have jobs, etc., including myself. But as I get more understanding of divine words, I understand what you meant, that material prosperity and bhakti go ill together. And if you can sacrifice 4 to 6 hours of material life in your service, then what kind of disciples are we? Disciples are not those who show their faces when Guru is physically present, but when he is not there or far away, then disciples get engrossed in family and material comfort. This time, seeing you and spending much time, we have realized that your body and soul is all preaching and there is no difference. How much pain you took to go around the country with great body inconvenience speaks volumes of your dedication to Sri Prabhupada and his instructions. Gurudevs, on this day, we wish you long life, as we can imagine a life without you being on this planet. Though you'll always live forever by your words, and as long as you follow your Vani, you'll be there with us. You're so merciful. When you came to the temple, and then on Saturday we had when you wished to have your feet washed in the temple, you told Jagannath Priya, only 3-4 will be allowed to wash. And then when you saw the faces and the enthusiasm on the faces of all your disciples, you said, carte blanche, allow everyone to come and wash feet or put flowers at your lotus feet. So 250 devotees got mercy. Similarly, morning walk also, I remember that I think we were in the car and first so many devotees wanted to go with you. And you said, Jagannath Priya, why, or Advaita, why there's so many coming through? But then you chuckled and then 40 devotees came together. Everywhere. It was just so amazing just to see how much merciful is there, that you say something, but inside you want everybody to be there for you. This is your mercy for that. Now what Advaita Acharya Prabhu was mentioning, we saw at least very close quarter how much his body is withering away. How much it took pain to fly 15 hours. When he came, he was exhausted. But only thing brought him is their just love for his disciple. He was telling me that Nilmadav, it's been 3 years, and if I come there, keep the enthusiasm up so that bhakti can stay up. That's why I come here. Otherwise, it's very difficult for me. My body is not functioning the way. But then I'm Prabhupada General also, and I have to die on the battlefield. So this is, you're not from this planet anyway, because you follow Prabhupada's word. So on this day, Guru Maharaj, please help us be fixed and to contemplate on your teachings by following strictly. And we are sure that Sri Prabhupada and Guru Parampara mercy will fall on us. As your instructions are never different than Prabhupada, you speak what Prabhupada taught, and you follow what Prabhupada preached. Please allow us to have love for each other, God brothers, God sisters together, whether it's here, all over the country. No one is perfect. We all have faults. But real disciple of yours is one who follows your footsteps and magnifying the qualities of others while minimizing faults. As long as we have a material body, we'll have faults. So please bless us, Guru Maharaj. As long as you are here and even later, we develop this love for each other so that whenever you are there, you'll always be there through your Vani and will preach to us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. I don't have to say much about His mercy. So I'll read my Vyas Puja, which I sent him. Dear Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna, on the auspicious day of this appearance, with great respect, I offer my obeisances at your lotus feet. All glory to Srila Prabhupada, all glory to your divine grace, all glory to your devotional services. I bow down to your lotus feet, and again I beg to Lord Nrsingadev to bless you good health for Prabhupada missions that you so lovingly and with your utmost dedication, endlessly serving. You are Prabhupada Prabhupada's and Lord Chaitanya, very dear servant. One can clearly see that you do not have any other interest in life besides service of the Lord. And your spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. Krishna has sent you on this material planet to give your boundless mercy, Krishna Prema, to all living entities like us. Today, despite all difficulties, Gurudev, despite all difficulties, you always travel Gurudev, despite difficulty, you always travel, it's very fine print, I can read it. You always travel around the world and preach people to accept the process of chanting God's name. You are the true Acharya. You regard every living entity as Krishna servant. Therefore, you are attentively to everyone. Your humility and compassion toward people are just amazing. And I have had this experience of your humility and mercy and loving compassion, care, when I was in hospital in Delhi during my surgery. I cannot describe the way you have took care of me for that time. Life has been quite tough since then, both physically and mentally, emotionally, but you always support me by your words. You are my beloved spiritual father and teacher. I have got no one else dearer than you. I need your mercy. And want to always be in your shelter of your lotus feet. Dear Gurudev, you are an inexhaustible ocean of inspiration for all your disciples. You are always immersed in distributing Krishna consciousness to the conditioned soul. The path of devotional services can be very difficult as there are still many material desires in our hearts. But just by seeing and thinking of you becomes possible to overcome those difficulties and purity one's heart of dirt. I beg to you, please forgive my offenses and my shortcomings at your lotus feet. I do not have much opportunity to serve you personally, but I always think of you, and that is my energy and encouragement to keep up on my life at this age. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. I need your mercy. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण। मैं हिंदी में बोलूँगा, ठीक है। नमो विष्णु पदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामिनिति नामिने प्रभुपाद साहित्यम प्रकाश वित्तिरच प्रचाराम कृतवान् साधु भगवत्पादाय ते नमः। गुरु महाराज के बारे में जितना भी कहा जाए वो तो कम ही है। मुझे याद है अभी भी वो बात, जब मैं इस्कॉन ज्वाइन किया था, उसमें 15-16 साल का उम्र था मेरा, और गुरु क्या होता है मुझे कुछ पता नहीं था। कि कैसे गुरु को स्वीकार करते हैं, गुरु का क्या मतलब होता है, क्या संबंध होना चाहिए, कुछ पता नहीं था। इस्कॉन ज्वाइन किए अभी 2 महीने ही हुए थे, तो मुझे इस साल की जन्माष्टमी को देखकर मुझे याद आया कि जैसे जन्माष्टमी था, उसके बाद प्रभुपाद जी का जन्मदिन मनाते हैं, एक दिन गैप करके अपने गुरु जी का व्यास पूजा मनाते हैं। वो 21 अगस्त था, 21 अगस्त था उस समय। तो दीक्षा का बात होने लगा, जून में ज्वाइन किया था, अगस्त में दीक्षा होनी थी। तो मेरा नाम कीर्तनानंद महाराज के डिसाइपल के लिस्ट में था। ऐसा कीर्तनानंद महाराज से मुझे दीक्षा लेना है भक्तिपाद से। तो 2 दिन पहले देवकीनंदन प्रभु आए, बोले किससे दीक्षा लोगे? मुझे नहीं मालूम किससे दीक्षा लेना है, तो निवक डायरेक्टर जिससे बोलेगा उसे ले लेंगे, तो इनसे दीक्षा मत लो, गोपाल कृष्ण महाराज से दीक्षा लो। तो मैं पूछा क्यों? तो रीजन दिए देवकीनंदन प्रभु। ये विदेशी हैं, विदेश में रहते हैं, अंग्रेजी बोलते हैं और ऐसे सब ज़्यादा समय भी रहते हैं। ये हिंदी बोलते हैं, यहीं ज़्यादा रहते हैं, ऐसे से देवकीनंदन प्रभु ने कहा। तो बोला ठीक है, जिससे आप बोलोगे मैं दीक्षा ले लूँगा। तो दीक्षा हो गई। भक्तिपाद के लिस्ट से नाम हट करके गोपाल कृष्ण महाराज जी के नाम में, मुझे पता ही नहीं, दीक्षा हो गया, गुरु जी हो गए, नाम अधोक्षज हो गया। राधा गोविंद महाराज उस समय थे वहीं पर। कोई जाके बोला महाराज इनका नाम अधोक्षज पड़ा, तो राधा गोविंद महाराज ने कहा बहुत अच्छा नाम है। मुझे भी लगा अच्छा नाम है, अधोक्षज। बहुत साल के बाद मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि गुरु के साथ क्या संबंध होना चाहिए। ये 93 की बात है, मायापुर में था, तो मैं मॉरिशस जाने वाला था। महाराज मुझे अपने रूम में बुलाए, बोले मैं सुना तुम मॉरिशस जा रहे हो? बोला हाँ महाराज। मत जाओ, बोले मत जाओ। ठीक है, नहीं जाएंगे महाराज। बोले तुम मेरे साथ जगन्नाथपुरी चलो, भुवनेश्वर जा रहे थे महाराज। तो महाराज का तो रिजर्वेशन था, मेरा कुछ टिकट उगड़ कुछ नहीं था। महाराज बोले चलो मेरे साथ। जब स्टेशन पे गए तो महाराज के रिजर्वेशन था और मेरा जनरल टिकट था एक। तो अब महाराज टीटी के पीछे पीछे चल रहे हैं। बोला है मेरा एक सर्वेंट है, मेरा सर्वेंट के लिए टिकट दे दो, टिकट दे दो, मेरा शिष्य है, ऐसे ऐसे करके। टीटी तो बोला नहीं टिकट है ही नहीं, जगह है ही नहीं कहीं भी। मैं बोला महाराज आप अपनी सीट पे जाइए, मैं चला आऊँगा ट्रेन में। फिर मैं ऐसे दूसरे जनरल में चल के आए। जब भुवनेश्वर पहुँचे तो देख रहा हूँ कि महाराज उतर के ट्रेन से अपना बैग, झोला, कपड़ा, डंडा सब लेके चले आ रहे हैं। फिर मैं दौड़ के गया, लिया। फिर हम लोग गए भुवनेश्वर मंदिर में। उस समय गौर गोविंद महाराज जी इस पृथ्वी पर थे। तो एक्सपीरियंस बता रहा हूँ मैं। महाराज बोले कपड़ा वपड़ा ले लेना, हम लोग समुद्र में नहाएंगे। बोला ठीक है। फिर पूरा दिन हम लोग एक एम्बेसडर कार में घूमने लगे, अलग अलग मंदिरों में। और उस समय मुझे बहुत इतना ऐसा फील हुआ कि गुरु के साथ एक संबंध होता है जो पिता पुत्र का भी होता है। केवल गुरु ज्ञान देने के लिए नहीं होता है, उसका संबंध एक पिता पुत्र का भी होता है। महाराज कैसे केयर करके मुझे ले आए और हम साथ में घूमने लगे। जगन्नाथ मंदिर में गए, वहाँ से प्रसाद लिए। महाराज बैठे सामने, नीचे बैठे हम लोग। वहाँ पर ऐसे एक बेदी टाइप का बना हुआ है, तो आमने सामने बैठे। मैं सर्विस कर रहा हूँ, महाराज खा रहे हैं, हम भी खा रहे हैं, बातें भी कर रहे हैं। उसके बाद हम लोग गए समुद्र। महाराज जैसे देखे समुद्र, बोले मैं नहीं नहाऊंगा। मैं बोला महाराज कपड़ा लेकर आए साहब, आपने तो कहा था कि नहाएंगे, तो मैं नहाने जाऊंगा। तो बोले तुम नहाओ। तो मैं स्नान किया, महाराज वहाँ खड़े रहे, हम लोग बातें किए। फिर उसके बाद हम लोग लास्ट में गए साक्षी गोपाल मंदिर दर्शन करने के लिए। तो वहाँ एक और शिक्षा महाराज ने दिया। महाराज एक पोटली निकाले ऐसे, बोले तुम पंडित लोगों को दान देना। तो मैं उसमें से 1 रुपया ऐसे निकाल के 2 रुपया किसी किसी को देता था। तो महाराज ने देखा 1 रुपया 2 रुपया दे रहा है, तो वो मेरे से ले करके और किसी को 50 किसी को 100 ऐसे। मैं बोला महाराज तो जल्दी ख़त्म हो जाएगा, जैसे बांटेंगे तो इतने लोग मांग रहे हैं। तो महाराज ने कहा मुझे, देखो लोग हमें भी दान देते हैं, हमें भी दान देना चाहिए। ये महाराज ने वहाँ पे बोला, साक्षी गोपाल मंदिर में। महाराज ने बोला कि जो हम लोग भी तो भक्त हैं, पंडित हैं, लोग हमें दान देते हैं, और हमें भी इनको दान देना चाहिए। तो कई प्रकार से गुरु से जो संबंध है स्थापित होता है। और इस बार भी जब महाराज आए थे तो पहले बार तो बहुत बिजी थे, बहुत सारे शिष्य लोग थे। अभी जो लास्ट टाइम जो आए थे तो मुझे एक अवसर मिला, जब मैं आरती करके भगवान का जब गया महाराज के पास, करीब करीब 30-40 मिनट बैठा रहा महाराज के साथ, अकेले ही था। मैं और महाराज 2 ही लोग थे। काफ़ी बातें करते करते इधर उधर पॉलिटिक्स में चले गए हम लोग। मैं महाराज को बताया बिहार का राजनीति, बोला नीतीश कुमार भाजपा को छोड़े। महाराज बहुत प्रसन्न हुए, हंसने लगे। बोला ये सुनकर तुरंत बुलाए क्या नाम है, गोपाल हरि प्रभु को। गोपाल हरि, आई वांट टू सी इंटरनेशनल न्यूज़, ऐसे बोला महाराज ने। तुरंत उन्होंने निकाल के दिखाया। तो एक संबंध जो है पिता पुत्र का भी होता है गुरु से, जो हम लोगों को इस बात को भी रियलाइज़ करना है। और हम देखते हैं हमारे जीवन में इस इतने उम्र में भी तो 70-80% समय गुरु महाराज के सानिध्य में ही बीत रहा है। जय श्री राधा माधव गौर निताय की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा की जय। तो एनीवे ऐसे कहने और सुनने के लिए तो बहुत कुछ है, लेकिन महाराज के इस आविर्भाव तिथि के शुभ अवसर पे भगवान से ही प्रार्थना करेंगे कि महाराज दीर्घायु हों, स्वस्थ रहें और इस तरह से सारे जगत में घूम घूम करके कृष्ण भावनामृत का प्रचार करते रहें। और जितने भी शिष्य हैं जो होने वाले हैं, जो भी जुड़े हुए हैं, सबकी भक्ति बढ़ती रहे इसी तरह से। हरे कृष्ण। जय श्रील प्रभुपाद, जय श्रील भगवत्पाद की।
Dandvat Pranam to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Bhagavad. My heart melts in deep gratitude to be able to make an offering today. Please accept my respectful obeisances at your divine lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. The prayers Shri Guru Charan Padma, they translate as, we bow down at your lotus feet with great care and attention as they are the abode of pure devotional service. Dear Guru Maharaj, we are so unqualified in expressing or writing to present your transcendental achievements and glories. Yet, we are making an effort with your Srila Prabhupada's and Lord's mercy. The teachings emanating from your lotus mouth can only grace us the attachment to lotus feet of the Supreme Lord Hari. Guru Maharaj has some very favorite topics. Whenever he gives us all these little beautiful reminders in different classes, he loves to talk about Sri Prahlad Maharaj's teachings from Canto 7. And he likes to remind us constantly about glories of the holy names. This time also, when we celebrated on 14th August, he kindly spoke from a verse from Canto 1, Chapter 2, verse 14, which roughly translates as, with single-pointed attention, one should constantly glorify worship, and remember the Supreme Lord Hari. And this should be the goal of our life. And we all know how much he emphasizes about engaging in devotional service in the association of devotees. So, dear Guru Maharaj, in making this offering today, I am remembering all the teachings emanating from your lotus mouth can only grace us the attachment to the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Your words are, if one is determined to follow the spiritual master, then he will never get disturbed or deviate. And I was listening to some of your classes. You mentioned in that Durghatna ki sambhavna har ghadi mein hai. We are living in this material world where there is vipada, padam padam yav vipadam na tesham. There is danger at every step. So we beg to follow with determination in your footsteps in serving and fulfilling Srila Prabhupada's desires and orders with single-pointed focus and without even a slight deviation. You have unflinching and unshakable faith in the words of your spiritual master and meditate 24/7 and execute tirelessly to expand Sankirtan without worrying about your health. You engage everyone to distribute and print more and more books, build more temples, and so on and so forth. And your divine qualities are innumerable. Dear Gurudev, you are the one who has given us the gift of transcendental vision. And by your mercy, that divine knowledge is revealed within our hearts, bestowing pure love for Krishna and destroying ignorance. You are Karuna Sindhu, ocean of mercy, and with unconditional compassion, you are bringing millions of Kali-age souls closer to the lotus feet of Lord, living an austere, actually regulated life, and setting an example of how we can live a life of pure faith and devotion in the service for pleasure of Lord Hari. Recently, we all celebrated Janmashtami. There are fasting and festivities throughout the year for the devotees. And we are learning how we can invite the sweet Lord, how he can make appearance in our hearts. Srila Gurudev, you are the beloved disciple of Srila Prabhupada and teaching by example how to make a sincere and loving offering to Guru and Lord. May we also develop such sublime love and devotion within our hearts and make such pleasing offerings to you. Srila Prabhupada and Gauranga incessantly. You cast your merciful glance upon us and pick us up from the ocean of nescience and gave us the blissful process of Krishna consciousness so we can transcend the cycle of birth and death and be qualified to escape the miserable existence. All glories to your causeless mercy. Understanding our worthlessness and that the shade of your lotus feet is the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service, we bow down again and again with great awe and reverence. By your grace, we can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of divine couple to glorify together in the holy kirtan of the holy name. You have kindly blessed us with the Bhakti Lata beach. And we promise you, dear Guru Maharaj, we will put in our best efforts to nurture this seed of devotion so it grows into a beautiful Bhakti Lata. May our consciousness be purified by the words emanating from your lotus mouth, and may we always stay attached and absorbed in Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Sakyam, Dasyam, Atma Nivedanam, constantly, and you said, with single-pointed attention. Dear Gurudev, please be merciful unto us. Give us the shade of your lotus feet. May your glories now be proclaimed throughout the three worlds. In this way, we beg to offer prayers to Sri Sri Lakshmi Narsingadev for your perfect health always. Your insignificant servants. Your insignificant servants. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, all the assembled Vaishnavas, please accept my humble obeisances. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Gopal Krishna Goswami Niti Namine Prabhupadasya Sahityam Yaprakasya Vitirya Cha Pracharam Kritvan Sadhu Bhagavad Padaya Te Namaha. Hare Krishna, dear Guru Maharaj, please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to your holiness, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Guru Maharaj, it is not astonishing that living entities like me offer obeisances unto your lotus feet. Even demigods come every day and offer their prostrated obeisances unto you. You are the mercy manifestation of the Supreme Lord. You are supremely merciful in the three worlds. You are extremely compassionate, like Lord Shiva, who has given shelter to living entities in the lower modes of material nature. Similarly, Guru Maharaj, you have given shelter to us. Otherwise, who would have accepted us? Your glories are sung loudly in all the revealed scriptures. Guru Maharaj, river Ganges only purifies one when they take bath in her. But one becomes purified only by remembering you, Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, my only desire is to be with you life after life. Guru Maharaj, please never leave the hand of this foolish child of yours. Guru Maharaj, please forgive all my offenses. Your children, Ramchandra Priyadas and Devi Shakti Devidasi.
Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Gopal Krishna Goswami Tiname Prabhupadasya Sahityam Yaprakashavati Pracharam Kirtvan Sadhu Bhagavad Padaya Tinama. So, before coming here today, I was thinking of this verse from Chaitanya Charitamrita and how it applies to our dear Guru Maharaj. It says, Krishna Shakti Vina Nahi Tara Avatar, Nahi Tara Pravartan. It means that without the empowerment of Krishna, it's not possible to preach the holy name. And we can see our Guru Maharaj is a wonderful example of that. He's preaching the holy name all around the world. And in almost every lecture that he gives, he shows the importance of holy name. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita it describes the three types of devotees. One devotee is who's chanting the holy name for himself. One person is chanting throughout the day, or every time, all 24 hours chanting the holy name. And then there is a third person who's not only chanting 24 hours, but he's also making sure that everyone else also chants the holy name. So that is the power of our Gurudev, that he is empowering everyone to chant the holy name, and always stresses the point of, always the first question he asks is, are you chanting your rounds, or how many rounds you're chanting? And that's the first question he asked me many years ago. It's like, how many rounds you're chanting? The first time when I met him. My offering was done in June, so this trip of our Guru Maharaj was really wonderful. So maybe next year we can share more stories about this trip. So dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet on this most auspicious day of your holy appearance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to you, Guru Maharaj. Your Holiness is an ISKCON man. Your Holiness is a Prabhupada man. Your Holiness is one of the most dedicated servants of the Lord. Your Holiness is a pure devotee of the Lord. Your Holiness follows the principle of Trinarapi Sunichana and doing Kirtan always. Your Holiness is the most compassionate. Your Holiness is the most humble. Your Holiness is the most patient. Your Holiness, please kindly bestow your mercy upon us. Guru Maharaj, you are dedicated to Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON. By your actions, we learn so many instructions. You have given your life to Srila Prabhupada and his mission. Your focus on book distribution and building temples is bringing the mercy of the Lord and Srila Prabhupada to so many devotees all around the world. These books and temples all around the world will cultivate devotees for generations. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission will flourish because of your efforts. We learn from you the process of surrender to the spiritual master. You often teach us that Vani is more important than Vapu. We can see that you have been consistently following the instructions of your spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. Your sadhana is impeccable, Guru Maharaj. We learn from you the importance of attending the morning program, especially the Mangal Arti, chanting attentively, and following the 4 regulative principles very seriously. Guru Maharaj, your every instruction is based on the teachings of Srila Prabhupada. We learn from this that all your instructions come directly from Krishna through the disciplic succession as the Vaya medium. We learn that following Srila Prabhupada, reading his books, and preaching without any change to what Srila Prabhupada has given us should be our life's mission, and then only we will be called as your followers. To follow in your footsteps is very difficult, but we know as your disciples that you are the most merciful. As Mahaprabhu is Mahavadannaya, similarly, my dear Guru Maharaj, you have given shelter to so many devotees who depend on your mercy. It is described in the scriptures, Yasya deve parabhakte yatha deve tatha guru tasyate kathita hi artha prakashante mahatmana. Only to those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and the spiritual master are all the imports of Vedic knowledge automatically revealed. We can see your unalloyed faith in Lord Krishna and Srila Prabhupada. We learn that we do not have to become scholars, we just have to develop faith in your instructions and the Supreme Lord Krishna. This year, Guru Maharaj, by your mercy, we continued our efforts of distributing Srila Prabhupada's books.
Sorry, you can. Haribol, thank you so much. We have Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day. I know you came and you gave us so much blessings. We'll only take a few minutes. Prabhu, okay, thank you. Sham Prabhu, we can see him now. Haribol. Oh, we're doing at ISKCON Baltimore Temple. And there are other devotees from different cities joining online, Guru Maharaj. That's okay, Guru Maharaj. We just love to have your darshan.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much.
Okay. Dashratha Prabhu is okay. We know he tomorrow, so we can turn. You can switch off, Guru Maharaj. Thank you. You can log off now. Thank you so much. Haribol, Hare Krishna.
We are doing it for him. We can do standing or we can put it here. No, I'll stand करके. I'll stand, Prabhu. No. It's okay. I don't want to say.
Continues now. उन्हें मिल गया और क्या करेंगे वो?
Yeah, we have few more devotees to do their offering. And then
So this year, Guru Maharaj, by your mercy, we continued our efforts of distributing Srila Prabhupada's books. We sent many sets of Srimad Bhagavatam to the tribal care program in Mayapur. We distribute more than 5,000 Bhagavad Gitas during the Srila Prabhupada Marathon. In Ashburn, we regularly go out for Harinam and book distribution. And so many people are able to hear the holy name and get exposure to Srila Prabhupada's books. Only because of your mercy, we did our first Rath Yatra. About 600 devotees came for the Rath Yatra. We also started our weekly Sunday program in elementary school, and many people are regularly attending these programs. All glories to you, Guru Maharaj. Please keep us always at your lotus feet. Please bless us so that we can follow your instructions and please you. May we dedicate our life to your desires and your instructions and try to spread this wonderful message of Krishna consciousness. There's one thing I want to share. For this year's Rath Yatra, I called Guru Maharaj and I said, Guru Maharaj, I need your permission, blessing, and mercy. And Guru Maharaj said, my mercy is always there and people don't understand it. So that's a wonderful thing he shared. Your servant Divyanandas, Srimati Kishori, Myra, and Krishna. Hare Krishna.
No, go after. No, afterwards. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, that's okay. I'll do that. Thank you. Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimati Gopal Krishna Goswami ti namine Prabhupadasya Sahitya ya Prakashasya Kritiyecha Pracharam Kritvan Sadhu Bhagavad Padayate Namaha. His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj ki jai. My humble obeisances to all the assembled Vaishnavas, my God brothers and sisters. Dear Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Although I am not qualified to glorify you, but for my purification, I would like to describe your divine qualities. Guru Maharaj, you are very dear to Srila Prabhupada. You have dedicated your life in serving Srila Prabhupada and fulfill his mission of spreading Krishna consciousness all over the world. You have given mercy to thousands of souls, and you are very dear to Srila Prabhupada, and every moment of your life is spent in following your Guru Maharaj's instructions and performing pure devotional service to their Lordships Sri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. I have had the good fortune of seeing you perform loving service to your deities on a few occasions on your visits to Washington, D.C., and it has given me immense pleasure. Watching you perform Aarti both in Delhi and also here in Washington, D.C. has given me immense joy and pleasure to me and all others. Even if you arrive us in a city at 3 a.m. in the morning, you still perform Mangal Aarti at 4:30 a.m. I first came in contact with Krishna consciousness through your disciples here in Washington, D.C. region. There is a saying that an apple never falls far from the tree. By seeing your disciples' compassion, mercy, and love towards fallen souls like me and others, it is easy to see that you are also an ocean of compassion, mercy, kindness, humbleness, and love yourself. You are an incarnation of the mercy of Srimati Radharani and Lord Krishna, and you have all the qualities of an Acharya. Srila Prabhupada empowered you to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. Following Srila Prabhupada's instructions, you opened so many temples all over the world where millions of people have gotten the mercy of Lord Krishna and get a chance to start their journey of Krishna consciousness. Guru Maharaj, you inspire everyone whom you meet to take to Krishna consciousness. You have showered your immense mercy on an extremely fallen soul like myself and accepted me as your disciple. I am so fortunate that you personally gave your mercy to me and my family by coming to our home and giving wonderful programs that give immense pleasure to everyone in attendance. I am completely ignorant, undeserving, and covered in Maya. Knowingly and unknowingly, I have committed so many offenses at the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas. I beg you and them to please forgive me. I am attempting to follow your instructions to always chant attentively and read Srila Prabhupada's books daily. Guru Maharaj, you are my spiritual father, and you gave me second birth at the time of initiation. I beg you to never leave my hand and give me your blessings to follow the vows that I took at the time of initiation without deviation, and progress in bhakti by increasing the quality of my chanting, reading Srila Prabhupada's books, and to not commit offenses at the lotus feet of Vaishnavas. I can never repay your debt, Guru Maharaj, but I pray to you to bless me to follow your instructions so that I can become a good devotee. Then my life will be successful. I pray to Lord Narasimhadev to always bless you with the good health so that we can have your mercy. And I also pray that we get a chance to meet you again next year here in Baltimore and Washington, D.C., and serve you at the time of Vyas Puja. Srila Bhagavad Pad ki jai, jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Gurve Gurchandraya Radhikaya Dalale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Dharabhaktaya Namo Namaha Mukham Karoti Vachalam Bhangam Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurun Dinatarinam. Please accept my humble obeisance, all the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis present. I am most junior here. I have no qualification to speak, but I will try to glorify Maharaj a little bit with whatever I can speak. I'm just a parrot of the Vaishnavas and of Prabhupada, so please forgive me if I say anything incorrect. Every time Maharaj comes, he always is concerned with how many rounds you are chanting, you know? So he's never concerned with anything but that. He asks the first time you see him, how many rounds are you chanting? Are you chanting attentively? And he said, if you're not chanting attentively, minimize the rounds and chant proper rounds attentively. But he says, the most important is that you should chant your 16 rounds attentively and then do extra rounds. That way, if you make any mistakes in your 16 rounds, then it repents for it. Mahaprabhu says, Kiva vipra kiva nyasi shuddha kenenai, Jai Krishna tattvaveta Shai Guru Hai. Means, whether you are a householder, whether you're a sannyasi or Shudra, Jai Krishna tattvaveta, whoever understands Krishna's tattva can be Guru. And Maharaj is a very good example of that. That he is not only representing the entire Guru Parampara with what he is saying, but he's representing his divine Guru Pada Padma, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, who this entire world is indebted to him, you know? And Maharaj makes that very, very, he stamps that in your head, that without Prabhupada, none of us would be here. And he is definitely a very, very intimate associate of Prabhupada and very intimate servant of him. And Narottam Das Thakur, he also says about the Vaishnavas, Thakura Vaishnava Pada Avanir Susampada Shunabhai Hoye Kamana, means with one point of attention you have to listen to what I'm about to say. That the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas are so important. Ashray loya bhaje tare Krishna nahi tyaje. That not only is Krishna never leaves their side. If you surrender to the Vaishnavas, Krishna will never leave your side. Krishna never leaves the Vaishnava's side. So therefore, if you surrender into the Vaishnavas, Krishna will never leave your side. So therefore, we have to take shelter of the Vaishnavas. Whenever they come, serve them as much as possible. And not just those Vaishnavas. Also the Vaishnavas that just come to the temple. All the God brothers and God sisters. All you Vaishnavas, the other Vaishnavas that come into town. We should serve them with rapt attention, with our full heart. Because that's only what will please Maharaj the most. He focuses completely on Vaishnav Seva. This is the most important point. I've realized that when he comes, that he's always concerned with how the devotees are served, you know? He's very, very concerned about that. And though I have no qualification to speak, this parrot will just keep chirping every single time. Hare Krishna, Vanchakal.
Dear Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances to your lotus feet. You give refuge to all fallen souls like us, even though not willing to follow your instructions seriously. Guru Maharaj, you always follow the instructions of Srila Prabhupada very seriously in all aspects, from the very first moment of your spiritual journey till this moment. Always make us astonished how you can follow instructions so magnanimously
Despite your old age, such as building temples, attend Mangala Aarti, do your daily Guru Puja, Gaur Puja, travel around the globe, give a personal associations to everyone, and inspire us to participate of Srila Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission for spiritual practice and distribute Srila Prabhupada's book, and so on. You make your Srila Prabhupada very proud and delightful, but we cannot give you a little happiness, Gurudev, by following your simple instructions. Dear Gurudev, falling to your lotus feet, we ask you to forgive all our sorrowful attitude, mistake, and offenses we committed consciously or unconsciously to call ourselves your decent disciple. Also, we ask you to forgive our imperfections in the service to you, to Guru Parampara, and to ISKCON Baltimore. Dear Gurudev Maharaj, we fall at your lotus feet and beg you to remain always guide us on the path to develop the necessary human quality of spiritual lives, such as freedom from fault-finding and criticizing others' devotee, showing compassion towards every living being, steadiness in sadhana, and attentiveness of chanting the Maha Mantra, reading Srila Prabhupada's book every day, and the mode of service to devotee and Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON Institute. We will never be able to pray to you, our dead, but we can try to perform your instructions and learn to serve at your lotus feet faithfully, life after life, and be useful to you. On this wonderful day of your appearance, we want you to wish you strong health and that your disciple always bring you only joy. Your unworthy disciple, Tusta Baldevdas, Radhika Rekha, Devidasi, Bhakta Abhay, and Bhaktin Bhadvi. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. My humble obeisances, dandavat to all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who are gathered here. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Gopal Krishna Goswami Namine Prabhupadasya Sahitya Meha Prakasha Viteja Pracharam Kritvan Sadhu Bhagavapataya Te Namaha. Srila Bhagavapad, Srila Gurudev, we humble servants at your lotus feet beg for your mercy, and we are very, very grateful that you have continued to bless us with your compassion. One of the aspects that I want to quickly share is we have seen so much of your compassion in our lives. First time when I saw you in one of the programs, you had come to Washington, D.C., and you were in the program. This is much before, it was somewhere in 2006, 2007, where your phone was misplaced and you were worried. You were not worried because it was an important phone. You were worried because your compassion would not be able to flow through to the devotees that you are connected with, and they will not be able to contact you. So that really moved our hearts, and we saw you, the personification of compassion, personification of love. The compassion and love that Srila Prabhupada showed to all the living entities. You have showered that compassion. You have continued to be the general of Srila Prabhupada, the general of this mission, the general of Lord Gauranga and Lord Krishna, to continue to preach and inspire others to preach and bestow your mercy so that we, who are such insignificant fallen souls, can take the shelter and continue to preach and glorify you, Srila Prabhupada, and the Vaishnava Sampradaya and Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Bhagavad ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
श्री श्री राधा माधव जी की जय, श्री श्री गौराताय की जय, श्री जगन्नाथ सुभद्रा बलदेव की जय.
Hare Krishna. So we'll do after Aarti, we'll do Pushpanjali and Guru Puja.
Gokula Ranjana Kana Gopi Parana Dhana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidana Manere Kali Jashamati Nandana Brajaparana Gara Gokula Ranjana Kana Amala Harinam Amya Vilasha Amala Bipina Purandara Navina Nagara Bora Bipina Vangshi Vadana Shubha Brajajana Palana Surakula Nashana Brajajana Nanda Godhana Rakhala Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara Sundarananda Godhala Jamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara Rasa Rasika Kripamoira Shri Radha Vallabha Vinnavana Nattabara Shri Radha Vallabha Vinnavana Nattabara Bhakati Vinodaya Shrai Bhakati Jashomati Nandana Brajabaranagara Gokula Ranjana Kana Gopi Paranadhana Madana Manohara Kaliya Damana Vidhana Kali Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashoda Jayamuna Tiravanachari Radha Kunja Bihari Yamuna Tiravanachari Radha Kunja Bihari Jayamuna Tiravanachari Jai Kunja Bihari Jai Jai Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Har Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jai Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamini Ar Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Gaura Gaura. Bola Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Bol, Hare Bol. Hola Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Bolo Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga
Jaya, Nitai.
Oh, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga.
Oh, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga.
Oh, Nitai Gauranga Jaya, Nitai Gauranga. Oh, Nitai Gauranga Jai, Nitai Gauranga.
Nitai Gauranga, Nitai.
Bola Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Bola Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
Bola Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
Bola Gaura 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 Hari.
Gaura 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 Hari.
Bola Gaura 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 Hari.
Gaura Hari.
Bola Jai Sachinandan Gaura Hari.
Bola Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
Bola Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
Bola Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari.
Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Ora Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Ora Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna. Oh Govinda, Jai Jai Gopala, Jai Jai.
Jai Jai Gopal.
Govinda, Jai Jai Gopala, Jai.
Oh Govinda,
Jai Jai Gopala. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai.
Bolo Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jai Jai.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai Jai.
Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jai.
Govinda Jai Jai Gopala Jai Jai.
Govinda Jai Jai.
Jai Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jai.
Bolo Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jai.
Bolo Jai Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath.
Bolo Jai Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath.
Bolo Jai Jagannath Swami Jai Jagannath.
Jai Jagannath Swami Jaya Jagannath.
Bolo Jai Baladeva Jai Subhadra.
Jaya Baladeva Jai Subhadra.
Jai Nitai Goshunda Jai Nitai Goshunda. Nitai Goshunda Jai Nitai Goshunda.
Nitai Gaura Sunda Jaya Nitai Gaura Sunda. Nitai Gaura Sunda Jaya Nitai Gaura Sunda.
Jai Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha. Baladeva Jai Subhadra.
Jagannato Baladeva.
Oh Jayo
Radha Madhav, Radha Madhav, Radha.
Oh Jaya Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jaya Radha Parthasati Radha Parthasati Radhe.
Radha Parthasati Radha Parthasati Radhe.
Oh Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Oh Hari Bol Gaura Hari.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol.
Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol. Oh Jaya Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada
Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada.
Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada.
Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada.
Jai Bhagavad Pada Jai Bhagavad Pada.
Bhagavad Pada Jaya Bhagavad.
Jai Bhagavad Pada Jai Bhagavad Pada.
Jaya Bhagavad Pada Jaya Bhagavad.
Oh Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Oh Prabhupada.
Jai Jai Prabhupada 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Jai Gurudev 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 Jai
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 गुरुदेव
जय भागवत पदा भागवत पदा भागवत पदा जय भागवत पदा
जय भगवत पदा जय भगवत पदा भगवत पदा जय भगवत
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव प्रेम से बोलिए प्रेम से बोलिए हो जय जय भागवत पाठ भागवत पाठ भागवत पाठ जय भागवत पाठ जय प्रभुपद 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 जय प्रभुपद
Hold 1 second.
जय प्रभुपद
ओ जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद बोलो नीताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नीताय गौर हरि बोल
हरि बोल हरि बोल
हरि बोल
जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमत परिव्राज गद अष्टोदशी हृदयवान से भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद के जय ओम नित्य लीला प्रविष्ट अष्टोदशील भक्ति सिद्धांत सर्व से ठाकुर महाराज की जय गौर कृष्णदास बाबा जी महाराज की जय सच्चिदानंद भक्ति ठाकुर की जय श्री जगन्नाथ बाबा जी महाराज की जय श्री गोस्वामी की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णविंद के जय नामाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की जय प्रेम से गौ जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद के जय जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गो गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोधन के जय श्री नवदीप माया धाम के जय मथुरा नशु द्वारकापुर अयोध्या धाम के जय पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुर धाम के जय भगवान जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा देवी के जय श्री श्री राधा माधव जी के जय श्री श्री निताय निताय गौर सुंदर के जय गंगा माँ यमुना माई के जय रंजय भक्ति देव के जय समभक्त भक्त वृंद के जय हित होने लगे गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी व्यास पूजा महामहोत्सव खेज तू महाराज व्यास पूजा महामहोत्सव खेज चित्ताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि ऑल गुरु सम्य दूत हरे कृष्ण ऑल गुरु सम्य दूत हरे कृष्ण ऑल गुरु असम्य दूत हरे कृष्ण all glory, all guru, Shri Guru and Gauranga.
Hare Krishna. So from one ecstasy to the next ecstasy now, we'll have Pushpanjali. Pushpanjali invocation will be done by Adokshat Prabhuji. And then Guru Puja led by Vidur Prabhu. And Jagannath Priya Prabhu is going to do Aarti. So, and after that, we'll have wonderful feast. Hari Bo. So for Pushpanjali, we all know that we'll give you flowers, divide into 3 parts, and try to come as close as possible. Don't throw anybody's head. Our goal is, because then cleaning is difficult, also it's a offense for Guru Maharaj. So we'll have plenty of time. Prabhu is required. After you push, please move on the side. So Mataji's come as close as possible. We'll make another one, and then we can work it out. And then 3 times, then after that, when we do Guru Maharaj Pranam Mantra, then you do throw the flowers after that. And then after that, we have Aarti, and then we'll sing Guru Puja. And then after Sansar Davala, then Prashadam will be ready. Because Divyanand Prabhu danced a lot, so we'll get a lot of Prashadam today.
Hare Krishna.
And also, I think those who came late, you have to do all the pots. Those who came early, late Prashadam. No, we all will work together. We need a lot of help for pot washing and serving. So our request is the first guest. Guru Maharaj always prefers the guest should be fed. Then after guest has fed sumptuously, then we all should consume Prashadam as per the orders Guru Maharaj and his desire, and he follows footsteps.
हरे कृष्ण। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं
सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं
तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं
स्वाद्वैतं सावधूतं
परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं
परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं
श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान्
श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान्
सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च
सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च
नमो विष्णुपादाय
नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले
कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले
श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त
स्वामिनिति नामिने
स्वामिनिति नामिने
नमस्ते सरस्वते देवं
नमस्ते सरस्वते देवं
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
निर्विशेष शून्यवादी
निर्विशेष शून्यवादी
पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे
पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे
नमो विष्णुपादाय
नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय
कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले
कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले
श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त
श्रीमते भक्तिसिद्धान्त
सरस्वतीति नामिने
सरस्वतीति नामिने
श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी
श्रीवार्षभानवी देवी
दैताय कृपाब्धये
दैताय कृपाध्याये
कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान
कृष्ण संबंध विज्ञान
दायिने प्रभवे नमः
दायिने प्रभवे नमः
माधुर्योल्ल प्रेमाद्य
माधुर्योज्ज्वल प्रेमाढ्य
श्रीरूपानुग भक्तिदा
श्रीरूपानुग भक्तिदा
श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति
श्री गौर करुणा शक्ति
विग्रहाय नमस्तुते
विग्रहाय नमस्तुते
नमस्ते गौरवाणी
नमस्ते गौरवाणी
श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे
श्रीमूर्तये दीनतारिणे
रूपानुग विरुद्धाप
रूपानुग विरुद्धाप
सिद्धांत ध्वांत हारिणे
सिद्धांत दवांत हारिणे
नमो गौर किशोराय
नमो गौर किशोराय
साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्तये
साक्षात् वैराग्य मूर्तये
विप्रलंभर शाम्बोधे
विप्रलंभोर शंभोदे
पादाम्भोजायते नमः
पादाम्भोजायते नमः
नमो भक्ति विनोदाय
नमो भक्ति विनोदाय
सच्चिदानंद नामिने
सच्चिदानंद नामिने
गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय
गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय
रूपानुगबरायते
रूपानुगाबरायते
गौर आविर्भाव भूमेस्त्वं
गौर आविर्भाव भूमिस्तां
निर्दिष्ट सज्जन प्रिय
निर्दिष्ट सज्जनो प्रियः
वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री
वैष्णवो सार्वभौम श्री
जगन्नाथाय ते नमः
जगन्नाथाय ते नमः
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
सिन्धुभैव च
कृपा सिन्धुभ एव च
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
पतितानां पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः
नमो महावदन्याय
नमो महावदन्नाय
कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते
कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते
कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य
कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य
नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः
नाम्ने गौरतिसे जगद्दिशे नमः
पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं
पंचतत्मात्मकं कृष्णं
भक्तरूपं स्वरूपकं
भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं
भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं
भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं
नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं
नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं
हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु
हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु
दीनबंधु जगत्पते
दीनबंधु जगत्पते
गोपेश गोपिका कांत
गोपेश गोपिका कांत
राधा कांत नमस्तुते
राधा कांतो नमस्तुते
जयतां सुरतो पंगो
जयतां सुरतो पांगर
मम मंद मतिर्गति
मम मंदो मतिर्गतिः
मत्सर्वस्पदाम्भोज
मद सर्वस्व पदाम्भोजो
राधा मदन मोहनो
राधा मदन मोहनो
दिव्याद् विन्द्यारण्य
दिव्याद वृंदारण्य
कल्पाद्रुमादः
कल्पद्रुमादः
श्रीमद्रत्नागार सिंहासनस्थौ
श्रीमद् रत्नागार सिंहासनस्थो
श्रीमद् राधा श्रील गोविंद देवो
श्रीमद् राधा श्रील गोविंद देव्यो
पृष्ठालिभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि
पृष्ठालि विषयमानस्मरामि
श्रीमान् रासरसारम्भि
श्रीमनुरासरसारम्भि
वंशीवततस्थितः
वंशीवतो तटस्थितः
कर्षन् वेणुशनैर्गोपी
कर्षणवेणुशनैर्गोपी
गोपीनाथ श्रियस्तु नः
गोपीनाथ श्रियस्तु नः
काञ्चन गौराङ्गी
तप्तो काञ्चन गौराङ्गी
श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी
वृषभानुसुते देवी
वृषभानुसुते देवी
प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये
प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
जयो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य
प्रभु नित्यानंद
प्रभु नित्यानंद
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्री अद्वैत गदाधर
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद
हरे कृष्णा
हरे कृष्णा
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
हरे राम
हरे राम
राम राम हरे हरे
राम राम हरे हरे।
तो अभी हम गुरु महाराज का प्रणाम मंत्र बोलेंगे, 3 बार बोलेंगे, तीनों बार पुष्पक अर्पण करेंगे। नमो विष्णुपादाय
नमो ओम विष्णुपादाय
कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले
कृष्ण पृष्ठाय
श्रीमते गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी नीति नामिने प्रभुपादस्य साहित्यं यं प्रकाश वितीर्य च प्रचारं कृतवान् साधु भगवत्पादाय ते नमः। एषा पुष्पांजलि भूतले श्रीमते गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी नीति नामिने प्रभुपादस्य साहित्यं यं प्रकाश वितीर्य च प्रचारं कृतवान् साधु भगवत्पादाय ते नमः। एषः पुष्पांजलि नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी नीति नामिने प्रभुपादस्य साहित्यं यं प्रकाश वितीर्य च प्रचारं कृतवान् साधु भगवत्पादाय ते नमः। एषः पुष्पांजलि आज के जय गौर हरि प्रेमानंदे। हरे हरि बोल।
Jai Gurudev, Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev. Jai Gurudev, Jaya Shila Gurudev. Jai. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Shila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Srila Prabhupada. Te Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti. He Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. Andamoi Sabadhana Mate. Vandamoi Savadhana Mate. Yahara Prasade Bhai E Bhavatariya Krishna Prapti Hayayat Oiti
Krishna Prapti Hay Jaha Hoite
Krishna Prapti Hayayat Oiti
Krishna Prapti Hay Jaha Hoite
Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Itne Koriya Kya
Guru Mukha Padma Vaikya Chitete Koriya Aikya
Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Kya
Guru Mukha Padma Vaikya Chitete Koriya Aikya
Arana Koriha Mane
Arana Koriha Mane Asha
Arana Koriha
Arana Koriha Mane Asha
Se Guru Charane Rate Jaise Bhutama Gate
Shri Guru Charane Rati Eise Utama Gati
Se Guru Charane Rate Jaise Bhutama
Guru Charane Rati Eise Utama Gati Je Prasade Pure Sarvo Asha Prasade Pure Sarvo Asha
चक्षुदान दिलो ये जन्म जन्म प्रभु से
चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से
चक्षुदान दिलो ये जन्म जन्म प्रभु से
चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशिता
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशिता
दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशिता
प्रेम भक्ति आते अभिजावे ना जाते
प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविदा विनाश जाते
प्रेम भक्ति यहाँ है अविदा विनाश जाते
प्रेम भक्ति जहाँ होते अविदा विनाश जाते वेद गाय जहाँ चरिता वेद गाय जहाँ चरिता श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु अधम जनार बंधु लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवन लोकनाथ लोकेर जीवन हाँ हाँ प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पद छाया
प्रभु करो
हाँ हाँ प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पद छाया
प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पद छाया
हाँ प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पद छाया हाँ प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पद छाया एबे जास घुसुक त्रिभुवन तुआ पदे लैलु शरणा गुरुदेवा 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 जय गुरुदेवा
जय जय गुरुदेव
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय प्रभुपादा 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 जय प्रभुपादा
जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपादा जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपादा
जय जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपादा जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपादा
कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी
नमायो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी निति नामिने
भूपाद साहित्यम यह प्रकाश प्रचारं कृत्वा
प्रभुपाद साहिता या प्रकाश च भीतिर्जचा प्रचारं कृतवान् साधु भागवद पादयते नमः
श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी नित्यानंद
नमायो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांता स्वामी निति नामिने
सरस्वती
देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पचक
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे
कृष्णा चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरा भक्त
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरा भक्त वृंद
श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरा भक्त
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरा भक्त वृंद
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे
कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya Jaya. Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Re Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal 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 Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopal Jaya. Hare Krishna
Ramana Hare Govinda Jaya.
Radha Ramana Hari Govinda Jaya. Hare
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Lada lada daine. Hiranyakashi Purvaksha.
Shilatankana Khalaye.
Shilatankana Khalaye.
Ito Nasimha Parato Nasimha Ito Nasimhadev. Ayato Yato Yamitato Nasimhaya. Bahe Nasimharadaye Nasimha Bahe. Bahe Nasimharadaye Nasimha Bahe. Simharadaye Narasimha Madhurana Prapade. Narasimha Madhin Sharanam Prapade. Avagara Kamala Bade Nakham Adbhuta Singha Darita Hiranyakashipu Tano Bhinga Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. Hey, Keshavadhita Narahare Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare जय जगदीश हरे केशवदीश हर बोल बोला केशवदीश नर हरे रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे बोल केशवधिता नर हरे रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे नर हरे रूपा जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह लक्ष्मी नरसिंह लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 हरि बोल शिव जागो हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 बोल हरि बोल शिव जागो हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे हरे
There is cake cutting going on. In 2 minutes, we'll be bringing cake for Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Bol Hare Bol Jai Ho Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Go, go. Handed. Go, go. Go. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमत परिवराज अष्टोदशवान भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शुल प्रभुपाद महाराज के जय जय ओम नित्य लाभ भक्ति सिद्धांत प्रभुपाद महाराज के जय गुरु परंपरा की जय अनंत कोटि विश्वविंद के जय नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास के जय प्रेम से गौ जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासि गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोविंद श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन के जय चुनौती धाम के जय वृंदावन धाम के जय गंगा यमुना के जय
हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र की जय
महामंत्र की जय
हरे कृष्णा
गुरु महाराज की
जय प्रेमानंद हरि बोल. So we'll be doing a cake cutting ceremony. We'll have two senior disciples, Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. One is Vidur Prabhu, and one is our surgeon, Shyam Krishna Prabhu, who knows how to cut. So we'll bring him to cut here, along with Vidur Prabhu. Please come and bless us. We also thank you for Dr. Samtani and Mataji for coming all the way from Tomek to come here. Thank you so much for coming. Shyam Krishna Prabhu, please guide him how to cut patient's stomach. So it's like cake. No, nothing. So let's start. Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Krishna to Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Rama to you, Hare Hare to you. Jai! Ki Jai! Ki Jai! And Ki Jai! Please, Prabhu. Yes. He'll teach you, Prabhu. You hold a hand on top, he's going to show how to cut slowly. Haribo! Prabhu, this is not a surgeon's cut, Prabhu. You left part of the skin outside, Prabhu. Haribo. We pray to Krishna, please give our Guru Maharaj several more years so he can come guide us through his vachan, through his association, through his blessings. Haribo. So we are just finishing the program. Lastly, we'd like to thank you everyone for coming. Special thank you Lakshma Mataji and Brajradhe Mataji for beautiful decorations here. Please, Hari Bol. And a special thank you to Murti Mataji for the last minute cake making. So it helped out for us. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the Kirtanyas. We are not perfect. We may have made some mistakes in a rush. We may have not done anything properly. But we beg forgiveness from everybody. And then now we need volunteers for serving. And then after that, pot washing a temple. So, and then cleaning here. So please all don't go home after Prashadam. Come here. Secondly, we are launching this GKG t-shirt. First time, if you need, we can take pre-orders. This GKG and the back says Guru Maharaj. Haribo. So we can take orders there. And then also, Guru Maharaj Mercy. We are price is $16.99. So that's if anybody's interested, we'll bring next Sunday and deliver the t-shirts here. One request is there, Guru Maharaj's permission is that we should not display in the temples, but we can have in our Vyas Puja ceremonies and also in our house, and we can go to Giant everywhere else there and show Guru Maharaj mercy to everybody. So thank you so much for coming. I think Isha, the youth have something to announce for this upcoming Saturday, and then we'll end the program.
Hare Krishna, everyone. On behalf of the ISKCON Baltimore Kirtan Group, this Saturday, August 27th at 2 p.m., we are organizing a Kirtan festival called Harinam Chintamani, where we will be singing the glorious bhajans of Vaishnavas and the deities Shri Shri Radha Madhav. And we'll be singing all of the daily bhajans that we sing, but as well as explaining the meaning and giving katha in between. And this festival is inspired by our youth ourselves, so we'll have Kirtanyas coming in from DC, Potomac, all the way from Florida, and we would love everyone to please come and join us on this blissful day of chanting, bhajan, Harinam, Harikatha. Thank you.
Request, as always, our disciples, please serve the guest first. And let them eat, and then after that we can eat prashadam. There is plenty of prashadam for everybody, so nobody's going to be left behind. So, and then after that we can assemble and we can have cleaning party. Some people can be doing pot washing, so some can come upstairs and clean up. So this way, group effort we could done in 30 to 45 minutes.